star playmaker, sidelined for weeks, finally set to return. But then, at the very last moment, he delays his comeback. Fans are left in shock, pundits scramble for answers, and teammates are forced to adapt on the fly. But here's the twist. His captain, his leader, the man who knows the grind of high-pressure footy better than anyone, steps up and says, he hasn't missed a beat. What does Adam Reynolds see in Ben Hunt that the rest of the NRL world doesn't? And what's brewing behind the scenes that could change the course of this season forever? Stick around, because by the end of this deep dive, you'll not only understand why Reynolds is backing Hunt despite the delayed return, you'll also uncover the ripple effects this decision could have on the finals race. And hey, if you're new here, welcome to Aussie NRL Updates, your home for raw, unfiltered rugby league storytelling. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. The story begins with tension. Ben Hunt, a veteran whose leadership and playmaking have been a cornerstone of his team's success, was expected to return from injury or fatigue management at a crucial point in the season. His presence wasn't just anticipated, it was needed. Fans penciled his name into the lineup, reporters hinted at his return, and opponents quietly prepared for his impact. But then, almost without warning, the announcement came. Hunt's return was being delayed. To outsiders, it looked like hesitation. Was Hunt lacking confidence? Was his body not ready? Or was there more to it? A hidden layer of strategy or a deeper personal struggle? Enter Adam Reynolds, the Brisbane Broncos captain and one of the most respected voices in the game. Instead of letting doubt creep into the narrative, Reynolds made a bold declaration. He hasn't missed a beat. Those words carried weight. Coming from Reynolds, they weren't just a platitude. They were a shield, a message not only to fans but to Hunt himself. Your timing, your rhythm, your value, it's all still intact. But why would Reynolds back Hunt so fiercely? To answer that, we need to peel back layers of context, the grind of elite rugby league, the pressures on veterans, and the unique bond between players who've weathered countless storms. In the NRL, delaying a return can be risky. Critics are quick to pounce, labeling players as fragile, out of sync, or even questioning their commitment. For Hunt, who's endured years of scrutiny, from origin heartbreaks to carrying the weight of entire clubs, this delay could easily have been painted as weakness. But Reynolds, himself no stranger to the highs and lows of form and fitness, recognized something others didn't: Hunt's intangibles. His ability to control tempo, inspire teammates, and shift momentum with one play. Those aren't things that disappear with time off. Here's where the narrative deepens. Hunt and Reynolds aren't just players, they're leaders molded by adversity. Reynolds left South Sydney to build a new legacy with Brisbane, a decision many doubted. Hunt, meanwhile, has carried the Dragons through turbulent years and continued to front up despite transfer rumours and pressure cooker games. So when Reynolds says Hunt hasn't missed a beat, he isn't just talking about skills. He's talking about resilience. About a man who has proven time and again that setbacks don't define him, they fuel him. But here's the catch. Resilience only matters if the team around you believes it. And Reynolds just made sure Hunt's teammates, and the entire NRL, believe it too. Reynolds' backing does more than silence critics. It resets the narrative. Instead of Hunt being seen as a hesitant returnee, he's reframed as a steady warrior waiting for the perfect moment to re-enter the battlefield. And when he does, the expectation isn't rust, it's revival. But here's where the suspense builds. Will that delayed return give Hunt an edge, or will the lack of match fitness catch up with him when it matters most? And how much does Reynolds' public vote of confidence raise the stakes if Hunt underperforms? This isn't the first time rugby league has seen a delayed return turn into a defining moment. Think of Jonathan Thurston in 2015, when injury clouds hung over him before the grand final, only for him to deliver one of the most iconic performances in league history. Or Cameron Smith, managing his body with surgical precision to ensure his peak output in finals campaigns. Reynolds, no doubt, sees Hunt in that same mould, a player who can absorb criticism, bide his time, and then explode when it counts most. So here's the burning question. Is this delay a masterstroke in managing Hunt's longevity and maximizing his impact, or could it backfire spectacularly if his timing really isn't what it used to be? Hold that thought, because in the second half of this breakdown, we are going to explore the hidden stakes behind this decision, the finals implications, the psychological warfare at play, and how this could define both Hunt's legacy and Reynolds' credibility as a leader. When a captain backs his teammates so openly, he's not just speaking into a microphone. He's sending a message across the entire NRL landscape. Opponents hear it. Coaches hear it. And most importantly, his own teammates hear it. Reynolds saying Hunt hasn't missed a beat isn't just reassurance, it's a rallying cry. But will the gamble pay off? Here's the thing about rugby league psychology. Players live on confidence. One word of belief from a respected leader can spark a performance surge. One seed of doubt can unravel a game plan. By going public with his faith in Hunt, Reynolds essentially locked in the belief system of the Broncos and their supporters. It's not just about Hunt being ready. It's about everyone else expecting him to be ready. That kind of pressure can either ignite greatness or expose cracks. Now let's zoom out. The NRL isn't just about individual returns. A star playmaker, sidelined for weeks, finally set to return. But then, at the very last moment, he delays his comeback. Fans are left in shock, pundits scramble for answers, and teammates are forced to adapt on the fly. But here's the twist. His captain, his leader, the man who knows the grind of high-pressure footy better than anyone, steps up and says, he hasn't missed a beat. What does Adam Reynolds see in Ben Hunt that the rest of the NRL world doesn't? And what's brewing behind the scenes that could change the course of this season forever? Stick around, because by the end of this deep dive, you'll not only understand why Reynolds is backing Hunt despite the delayed return, you'll also uncover the ripple effects this decision could have on the finals race. And hey, if you're new here, welcome to Aussie NRL Updates, your home for raw, unfiltered rugby league.